Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I've gotten an exciting tutorials for you. We'll be implementing the Google reCAPTCHA on a simple React subscription page using the React Google reCAPTCHA npm package. So without further ado, let's get into with the video. Here's a quick demo on how the finished project looks like. We're just checking if the user is verified by clicking on the button, and also with the help of the Google reCAPTCHA, also determining if the user is a human or not. So that's just basically what we're doing on this particular tutorial. To kick things off, head over to the React Google reCAPTCHA npm website where you can find the npm package that makes all this possible. Once you're there, scroll down to find the installation command on the package. Simply copy the command, head over to your project terminal and paste it in. This would actually take a few minutes to install. So once few minutes or few seconds to install based on your network speed and all. Once that's done installing, so we head over to the reCAPTCHA website itself. You can find the link in the description below. Then I've already gotten an existing project. All I just have to do now is create a new fresh project itself. So you can click on the plus icon to create a new project. You give it any name. You can specify if you are using the version 3 of the reCAPTCHA itself, but for this tutorial I'm going to use the version 2. That's just to specify if you're a robot or not. Then on the demo section, you just have to put in localhost. If you have an external domain, you can put it there as well. Then click on save. It's going to generate the site key which you're going to be using later, so you can just copy it and save it. Then we head back to our code itself. So once we are back in our code, we're working with the recap. Back in our code, I'm just gonna give you a quick tour on what I'm doing in this component itself. I'm creating a state to check if the user is verified. If you notice there's an error saying that handle subscribe function isn't defined, so I'm just quickly going to define it. So once I'm defining it, what I'm just doing there is that I'm just checking if the user is verified. If it's verified, just give us an alert because it's just a simple demo project itself. Allowed that the user is subscribed, else please verify use if you are a robot or a human itself, so something like that. So you can make your own sentence based on your own preference, but for this I'm just going to use this guys itself. So once I've through that, I'm just going to test it. So let me just quickly type these guys out. Okay, now done. So all I just have to do now is test if the function which I just created is working properly as well. So I'm heading back to my live server, my client server itself, and let me click on the button. Okay, yeah, it's working fine. Yeah, so back in the documentation, I'm just gonna import the reCAPTCHA, the React Google reCAPTCHA on our component for file itself. So that's what I'm doing right now, importing it. Then I'm heading back to the documentation and copying the undo on change function there. Then copy. Okay, then I'm just gonna paste it there. Although we're gonna update that very soon, but let's focus on the last implementing the component itself. So down below I'm just going to put it down there. Okay, formatting my document, my code itself. So the place where you see your key stuff itself, I'm just going to paste the site key which I copied earlier on, so you can paste yours there as well. Then once that's done, let's head over to our client server to see if the reCAPTCHA is showing there. Oh, I'm having an error. I can just fix that by a quick refresh. So I've refreshed the page and the errors went like it's gone. So yeah, it seems everything is working fine. Yeah. So but it's not doing the functionality which I'm saying it's going to do. So let's quickly do that right away. So on the change function there, we're just going to set the state, our set verified state to true. So now everything is going to be working fine as it should be. So yeah, I think so. Yeah, so let's go back, refresh the page, then click on this guide first of all to see if it's verified. Okay, so let's click on it now. I've gotten a different error message. So this is a simple way you can implement You can notice
Google
now you can do a
recaptcha
lot
on
of
our
stuff. You can
project
add a lot
itself.
of features to this recaptcha itself, like the like on sequence loading to wait to see if there's a loading effect, on change, on error. You can do stuff like that. So you can play around the documentation and see what cool stuff you can do using this new latest React Google recaptcha itself. Please guys, don't forget to like this video, share, and I'll see you in the next.